Hello, infinite human family. I want to make this video now because, like I said, I'm just off the jet and I'm like the frog who just jumped into the hot pot, and everyone's saying, come on in, the water's fine, it's a jacuzzi. All right, sorry, the whole world is messed up. Please don't take this personally. I'm just the messenger, and it's a very important message I have for America, especially. God, America, bless America. God bless America. God save America, but you know what? Nobody's gonna save you. You gotta have to do it yourself. I mean, the work's been done. I'll give you the good news at the end, because there's a good ending to this. But we have to wake up and see what is really going on, and nobody is. Nobody is, guys. All right? I know people feel bad, but they're not sure. I know healthcare, and alternative healthcare is a booming business, but nobody's really addressing the truth and getting to the root of the dis-ease in order to find the solution to cure it. So that's what my book was all about, The Infinite Human. And I'm back here. Yes, I would like to get on a plane, part of me, and just go back to my little villa in Sicily. Yes, they have 5G there, but things are so much more expensive. Cheap, we would call it, and they know how to live much more in harmony with nature, and so the 5G is not as devastating. So now let me talk about what's really going on and how everything has to change. Now the earth is ascending, so yes, there's nature. It's really hard to find here in America. I mean, it's only like protected parks, open sometimes, blah, 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 and that agenda is going full force with the green movement. Now, what is the American culture, okay? What is it? Let's really look at it. Yes, historically, and like I said, I'm about to take possession of my family's 200-year-old log cabin. Yes, we come from pioneers. Yes, there's a lot of good stuff, and even better than that, there's the indigenous people who populated this for much longer than the recorded history tells us, okay? So if you really want to go back to the future, go to the Hopi rainbow prophecy, as they said, and the white people, or the people from all creeds and colors, are going to make their ways to these elders who will restore and help them remember the true way of living in harmony with nature. But right now, all this that's around me, this is all happening, and I would say actually it's a good thing. Okay, because sometimes things have to get so bad for people to actually change. Sometimes, as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. It's been a week now and I'm trying to bounce back, but I am outside of Louisville, where I flew into, but out in the country. But what they did was they put 5G towers, and yes, you can go out in the country, which I'll go in a minute, but I wanted to make it here because the radiation is off the charts. Off the charts. I can feel it. I can feel it right here, and people don't even know it. And there is a 5G tower over there. Now, what is around me? Concrete and all this, that with electricity that is just amplifying it, okay? And how it's so hard to get to our Earth, our planet. Like I said, it's penned off. I mean, I am going to go out to Bernheim Forest, which is a private forest. I went to the state parks yesterday, blah, blah, blah. And, you have to pay to camp there and everything. So, let me go back to the problem. Okay, first of all, I talked about this in other videos. 5G's everywhere, so it's making everything even worse. Everything you buy has to be trucked in, and it's only sold through corporations, and we all know who's at the top of these corporations, okay? That's the one world order that is controlling and manufacturing everything you eat, drink, it entertains you, everything. They are in the key holders, and they decide what type of home you're going to live in, what kind of buildings are put up, which are strip malls, what kind of cars you drive. I looked at a truck the other day, it was $100,000. I mean, I cannot believe. And they control the prices because there's no competition absolutely no competition. I've seen 2, I think 3 mom and pops restaurants that survived, and that's it. So America, this is an artificial timeline, first of all, that will snuff itself out. So if you're investing, if you're in this, if you're not preparing to get off this timeline, this horse that's going to nowhere, you will either be taken with it, which you don't want to do, and that's a whole nother story about a fallen universe, or you will, it's time to start preparing, and that takes work. That takes breaking this spell that you're just, and everything is in a finite money system. So the money system has controlled where you can spend your money. So it's tightening up so that when you have digital currency, you can only spend it in the corporate world. Got it? And it's coming. It's here, and you're gonna have to wake up, America, and get off this, okay? And get your land back, which is it's being sold off, it's being privatized, it's being stolen right out from under you again. All right, so now I went to the Kentucky State Fair yesterday. Oh, great. That is a tradition, a beautiful American tradition where farmers would come in and, well, they have prizes, okay, competition, but, they would share their best recipes, their best animals, their best this, their best that. Well, let me tell you, boy, has that gotten off track. Kiki and I ended up in the middle of this, entering in this cow, fair where everyone was walking around with their prize cows and getting judged. And we got out of there and wandered in the back. And you know what I saw? First of all, these poor cows, they're just dragged around. There's no respect for them as a life form. And these are the lucky ones, because many of these don't get slaughtered and eaten. But now let's go back and see what I saw. I swear to God, I saw this. I'm going to share it with you. I saw a cow, a heifer, whatever, being prepared for I guess the show, and they were spray painting him. I kid you not, they were spray painting him black. I mean, how far removed can you be? And it's interesting because I'm just now getting an artist that's drawing the pictures for my children's book that's finally coming out called The Little Cow Who Refused to Be Hamburger. So, hopefully we can start at least setting an example for future generations, because I thought of Charlotte's Web, and that was a beautiful experience about, a girl going to the fair and saving the life of her pig. But there's no absolutely all relationship between the spirits of the animals and the agriculture and the land. The Deva spirits is completely disconnect. And permaculture is kind of a step to come back to that, but at least we have some of that. I wandered I saw these huge machines. I mean, they were as big as a house that, cultivate the land, that turn it out, because the story of the farmer in America is tragic. And I put a picture on Facebook where I still saw Farmer Freddie. He was there after 63 years. He was still there, because they bioengineered the weather to really drown them out or flood them out, and then bought their land up cheaply, or they paid them to only grow this and not that. And the land is so overworked and there's no connection. I saw 2 little girls from 4-H, making ice cream. God bless them, they made a disaster, but they just took whipping cream and sugar and mixed it up. I mean, I come from Sicily, where there's ancient recipes that the grandmothers passed down. We have no history here. The history that we had was held within the indigenous people who ate beautiful food in harmony with nature. And what did we do? We killed them. Okay, we took some of their, like corn, maize, but, so we got a mess here in America, guys. And you know what? Please, I'm going to just come out now. If you start thinking that, some POTUS is going to save you from this, or the Galactic Federation, or whatever, it's not going to come through politics. I keep telling you that, but it's not going to come through politics. There comes the sun. Thank God. The sun has been the only thing that has saved me now, to be able to be in it and lay out in it, because it really cuts through all that artificial radiation which destroys your cells, and this activates your cells. So you want to get out in that sun. Don't believe what they're telling you about it being bad for you. No, no, no. It is the only thing that has kept me alive this week, as I've had to be bathed in these horrible radiations. And if you can get out in that sun, I know they've chemtrailed a lot, but it's really strong right now in the summer, so the chemtrails are a lot of them are dispersing, and the activations are getting through. So that's the first thing. Take care of your body, get out in the sun, be out in the country as much as you can, and find food that's real, which costs a fortune. I paid $10 for an orange juice yesterday, but I'm making a book tour. I don't have to. I'm a millionaire now. I could go back and stay in my little villa and just shut the world out, but I can't do that. I work for, it's like I said, I just work here. And the more you evolve, and the more you activate your DNA, and the more you truly ascend, you realize it's all about being service. There's a big job to be done here. So not everybody's going to be interested in what I'm saying. They'll just click on the next entertainment video. Like I said, this is not entertainment, but I am looking for people who have, we're from the who are great souls from the higher God source worlds. Many of you don't know who you are, but you are starting to wake up to that. And I'm kind of a wake-up call. Like I said, I'm traveling around doing book tours and spiritual festivals all around the east and coast now, where my hub is now in Louisville, Anchorage, where my family home is, which is an old ancient log cabin. Well, ancient 200-year-old log cabin. And I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff, pretty much what I'm told to do. So if this resonates, please share it. Please come out and see me. I'll be in Nashville and Indianapolis and Virginia Beach and Cincinnati and Louisville, and then down in Sarasota in February. So, oh God, the sun just, did you just see the difference between me at the beginning of this video at the end? I'll tell you the sun. All right, ciao for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.